before I can do anything, I have to light my favorite candle. This is the one I use year round. And of course, I absolutely have to turn on YouTube and watch some cleaning videos, because that's the only way that I can get up and get some things done. So this is what we're going to do today, and I'm ready to get started. Let's go. This couch, we have 2 of them. We absolutely love them. We got secondhand from a lady that we worked with years and years ago, and we've used them ever since. They're so comfy. They're from Ashley Furniture, and they have the casual cushions on the back that are the couch cushions. So I just recover those. I can switch them out. The slip covers that are on them right now are from Pierrot, and I love them because sometimes I can make one couch all white, one couch all blue, or I can alternate them like you see in the picture. So it's just kind of a fun way to switch things out and be a little bit casual with it. But of course, with 2 kids that are mobile, they always end up on the floor. So by the end of the day, I'm picking up the cushions and the toys. As you see, books go everywhere, cars, blocks, little people toys, dolls, but it's so much fun. Poor baby doll, I picked her up by the head. Don't do that. So I like everything to match. I'm weird, and I like everything to be a set of 4, or all of my dishes match, or whatever. So on Amazon, I found these really pretty gray furry blankets, and it was a set of 4, so it was perfect for me, and the price was really reasonable. But my family's not like that typically, and so they come over and they always ask me, why do you have 4 of these blankets? Because I mean, they're identical blankets just laying on our couches. I just like everything to match, that's all. This chair, it is not the prettiest of chairs, but it is so comfy. We actually got it from a family member. Most of my furniture we usually get secondhand, or very seldom do I purchase something new. But that rocker right there is just not the prettiest rocker, but it's so comfy to nurse in. But more than that, every Wednesday at 10 o'clock, my 93, she just had her birthday, my 93-year-old grandma comes over for coffee, and we visit, and she likes to see the kids, and this is her chair. I think it's because the sofas are pretty deep. She has a hard time sitting down and getting out of them really easy, and so she loves this chair. And so for as long as we are having visits on Wednesday mornings at 10 a.m., this chair will not go anywhere. It'll be here for her to be able to come over and hang out with us. I'll leave his puzzle out, don't worry. Picking up toys, I always leave my son's puzzles out. He's a puzzle guru. you're gonna see paint cans and probably, I mean, anything that has to do with, yeah, I'm putting it away right now, anything that has to do with remodeling, because we bought this house 3 years ago and it has been one big project ever since. We redid this back room. Oh yes, my sister, she gave me a couple things. She just handed me down a shirt, and I thought that that was a scarf at one point, but it's actually like a little shawl. It's really cute. But as far as the renovation, we have been living in this house for about 3 years. We redid this entire back room that you see right now, the kitchen, and then the family room that would be behind you if you're sitting where the camera is, and then to the right, that's our kind of little side entry room. I call it the mudroom, but it's open to everything, so it's not its own room. But we have been working on that for a quite a while, just figuring out things and learning how to renovate on our own, and with a little bit of help from others. Mr. Sutton has woken up. He is awake now, and so he definitely needs fed. He is little at this point. This was actually a few weeks ago that I filmed this, but he is a big boy. So this would have been around the first week of September. It's taken me a while to kind of get used to the filming and kind of work on that. So he is actually only about a month old at this point, and at his 1 month checkup he was 13 pounds 2.5 ounces. So he's a big guy, so we have to take breaks to nurse on occasion. These countertops that you see, we actually did these ourselves. We needed a budget-friendly way to have countertops, and we looked into, different stone, even laminate to get it custom is pretty pricey, and we, wanted to, if we were going to spend that much, we wanted something that was stone or something really nice. Not that we don't love laminate, we absolutely do, but we just wanted to go a different direction if we were going to have to dip in our pocket that much anyway. So we at this point were able to, because of just all the renovating adding up. And so we went to Menards, which is a big box store in our area, and they actually have a section of wood that is especially made for furniture. And so it's, large slab of nice pretty wood that are, wide, and as long as you need them, you can cut them obviously. And that was what we decided to do, because I love the look of wood countertops, but I didn't want to go the route of having like 2 or 3 of the 2x12s or anything like that, because of the seam. We have a farm table that does have seams, and with our humid Ohio weather, it just swells and shrinks so often that that seam is just always gathering just grossness, and it's really hard to clean. So I didn't want that for our countertops, and so we ended up just going with this smooth flat piece of wood, and I'm so happy that we did that. We love our countertop. So, funny story about this island. We actually got secondhand cabinets whenever we redid our kitchen, just off of Craigslist, and they were the honey oak, and I painted them. And when my husband went to go pick them up, they actually left the huge island outside, and it had been rained on, and it just didn't look all that great at all. And so my husband almost left it, and I'm so thankful that the person that he had with them said, well, you might as well just grab it, we've got the room in the truck anyway, because with a little bit of paint and a little bit of elbow grease and beautiful quartz countertops, it is the biggest island I've ever seen, probably. Well, almost that I've ever seen. And we just absolutely love it. And it's got so much storage, and it's just so funny that he almost left it. I would have been pretty disappointed. And this is our little mudroom area. It's actually just open to the kitchen. Those are the countertops next to the sink right there. But it's what I kind of use as a little mudroom. It's our side door, and right there I'm standing at our pantry countertop, and above it with our microwave. And yeah, we put shoes there, and kind of behind the camera is the laundry area. It's just a little laundry closet. So I kind of, even though this house is small and it's just a little Cape Cod, I've tried to make each area, not even room because it's very open, but each area just very useful. It meets all of our needs, and there's no wasted space in this house. Absolutely no wasted space. Just our 3 dog kennels. We've got 3 chihuahuas or chihuahua mixes, and it gets so nasty underneath their kennels. You can see, I mean, just dog hair everywhere, but they just shed, and it's starting to well, at this point it was really hot. I think it was like 90 degrees outside, so they were shedding like crazy just to kind of stay cool outside, I guess. Does anyone have the Crosswave? I wanted one of these so bad, and except for being a pain to kind of clean out, it has saved me so much time. I absolutely love this thing. Really, I make my own solution, which there's a solution that you're supposed to buy, and I actually never have. Sometimes I mix a little bit of Fabuloso in hot water for the solution. Sometimes if I kind of just want to get a clean slate, I'll just do vinegar and water. I've heard people do pine sol and water. I've never tried it, but I do love the smell of pine sol. So there are different mixtures you can do. Sometimes there is a little bit of a film that can collect on the floor if I use the Crosswave for too long, for maybe a couple weeks. And so I kind of have to get out my mop sometimes and just give it a clean slate, a clean sweep to get that film off. But for every day, so many crumbs, so many spills all over the floor from my kids just eating in the kitchen, this is a life changer for me. I absolutely love the Crosswave. Someone asked me if I do like it, and I told them that if it died today or if it broke today, I would order a new one immediately. I love my Bissell Crosswave. So this is a tip that I kind of came up with on my own, simply out of necessity. My kids will walk by the stove and not only touch the stainless steel, which of course drives anyone crazy, but they will grab the towel that's just hanging on the handle and just throw it to the floor. Every single time I'll put it up, they come back by and they throw it on the floor. It's crazy how this is just ingrained in them. And so I actually took a couple curtain rings that have the pinch clip on them, and I unscrewed our handle to our stove completely, popped a couple of those rings on, and now I can hang my towels on the clip and they can't pull it off, or at least they haven't figured out how to pull it off yet. So it has been so great because it just saves me time. I can clip the little towel on the stove and they can't pull it down. You can see my pile of toys in the bottom left corner that I tried to kind of hide. We are in the middle of upstairs on our landing, turning that into a playroom area, and so pretty soon the overflowing amount of toys will be not attacking the vacuum cord, but upstairs, hopefully in place, maybe a little bit out of place because the kids have played up there and that's totally fine. But at least they'll, for the most part, be up there and not attacking my cord when I'm trying to vacuum, or my feet, or whatever. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to spray a little bit of my room spray that actually matches the candle that I obsessed over from the beginning of the video. It might be a little bit of overkill, but it makes me happy, so I'm going to just spray it because it's a little reward for actually cleaning this room. Thank you guys again, and have a wonderful day.